nagsasalita, nakikinig ba kayo? Ito ang natuklasan ko tungkol sa incomplete info. Sabi ko kahit anong field, di mo yan masosolusyonan, kasi laging may gap sa data, kaya lagi tayong nagkakamali minsan. Problema raw sa practical side, kaya ako'y pragmatist. Kung di magagamit sa totoong buhay, nonsense, that's the gist. Hindi mo ma-evaluate ang konsepto kung di mo yan i-apply, kaya binanggit ko rin censorship di solusyon, subukan yung mag-reply. Kulang ang impormasyon, pero di ibig sabihin solusyon ay pigilan ang diskusyon. Kailangan natin magkamali para matama ng gusto. Sasama tayong magtanong hanggang lahat ay mulat na totoo. Fake news daw ang sigaw, di ba laging incomplete? Pero iba ang intensyong malinlang sa pagkakamaling legit. Sinabi ko, community of inquirers ang kailangan natin. Mas maraming light, self-correction kung saan dadalhin. Habang may iba na gusto ng batas, pilit itinatanggi. Sabi ko laws can make you smart, wag kang running play. Mainstream media, minsan bayad, vloggers naman minsan sablay. Pero kapag magkasama sila, lumalabas kung sino ang may tulad. Kulang ang impormasyon, pero di ibig sabihin na solusyon ay pigilan ang diskusyon. Kailangan natin magkamali para mapamatama ng gusto. Samama tayong magtanong hanggang lahat ay mulat na totoo. Gawin natin sa premises, conclusion. Laging may kulang sa impormasyon, lahat tayo may gap sa knowledge. Premise 2, kung mas maraming nagtatanong, mas dadami rin ang liwanag. Conclusion. Kaya dapat magkaisa, mag-review at mag-correct. Doon lang tatama, yan ang lakas ng community ng inquirers. Kaya yan ang sagot ko, hindi mo masosolve lahat sa isang batas na nakapako. Mas mahalaga ang proseso at diskarte ng malayang uutak, para tuluyang magliwanag kung alin ang tunay o bulok na sala. Kulang, pero di dapat tumigil. Mas magiging pulido tungkol sa mag-fine-tune at mag-reveal. Sabay magtanong, walang takot na mag-correct. Doon lalabas ang katotohanan, tanggapin mo ang epekto. Ako'y pragmatist, yan ang sinabi ko sa entablado. Walang buwang ang pride sa hypothesis. Kung mali, baguhin pronto. Di lang ang pagsasalita, basta handa sa pag-amyenda. Kulang manang data, sama-sama matatagpuan din natin ang tama.
Shoutout sa inyong lahat. Okay, tutuloy natin to. Rice Tarification Law, Sustainable Ban 20 pesos. Okay, sa ngayon, swerte yung makakabili ng 20 pesos. No? Samantalahin nyo na. Samantalahin nyo na kasi this is not sustainable. And I will explain why. Lahat ng kung sino dito ang business management, meron kayong economics, microeconomics tsaka macro, right? Alam niyo kung paano solvent to. May tinatawag na equilibrium price. Well, asama natin si Auntie Claire, alam to. Siyempre hindi, propaganda lang alam niyan. Psychology nga daw, di ba? Psychology para mahasa yung reasoning mo. Psychology kasi, propaganda yan. Pag logic, yan yung sa reasoning. Okay? Klaruhin ko lang yan, ha? Mga ka-clear. Basta para sa akin, yung mga may 20 pesos ngayon, samantalayin nyo na. That's good. Kasi kahit ano man yung dahilan kung bakit 20 pesos yan, the Filipino or yung mga kababayan natin will only care kung how much ba nila nabibili yung goods, right? Regardless kung subsidized ba, regardless kung political angle ba, they don't care. So, that's still good news for the consumer na tumatamasa ng ganong klaseng presyo. Well, maganda rin na may strategy ni BBM dyan dahil parang ginawa niya is sa Visayas ba nagsimula? Sa Visayas nagsimula, sunod sa Mindanao siguro. Kasi doon malakas talaga sila Duterte, right? So, iuhuli niya talaga yung NCR kasi alam ko dito medyo, ano ba, hindi ko alam, mas malakas ba si BBM dito? Hindi ko alam eh. So, pero, according doon sa trust rating, right? Tingnan natin yung trust rating. Pulse Asia. Ito. Parang malalaki yan to. Ayan na. Okay, so according dito, NCR 25, 35 Luzon, Visayas 27, Mindanao 25 or 5. Mataas si Vice President sa mataas din sa NCR, no? Huwag na doon sa District 2. Bumaba na ng biyaya doon. Ano tayo, Mick? So, okay. So, sa Mindanao, mataas yung ni VP Sara. Sa Visayas 68, 27 lang si BBM dito. So, tama din naman dito simulan niya sa dalawang yan. Visayas, Mindanao. Kasi diyan malakas ang hatak ng mga Duterte. So, make sense naman dyan. Siguro ihuli niya na lang din yung NCR. Cut loose na yung Mindanao. Ewan ko kung ang gagawin ba nila dito ay siguro yung Mindanao hindi na lang no? Kasi masyadong mababa yung 5%. Yung 5 no? Hindi 5%. 5. So, yung 5 na yan, siguro mahihirapan silang i-change na yung mind niya, no? Siguro, tama, Paps Yulo, mukhang Visayas tsaka NCR. Baka Mindanao is hindi makakatikim niyang 20 pesos na yan. More Visayas and NCR. Disapproval. Ang disapproval nila is Visayas. Malaki yung Mindanao eh. So, NCR 55. Ito 26 lang. Ito 1. 13. Mukhang tama naman. Lost cause na yung Mindanao. Yung saving grace na lang nila is Visayas given the time constraint. Feeling ko, tama din naman yung strategy na sa Visayas muna dalhin. Kasi Cebu government, GovGwen is the key. Kaso nanggalit sa Tulfo. Yun lang, oo. Okay, tama din naman yung strategy nila. Kasi I think targeting to kasi bakit sa Visayas nagsimula, right? You have to ask that question din. Pero sabi ko nga, it doesn't matter sa mga taong bibili ng 20 pesos na rice kung ano yung dahilan kung bakit naging 20 pesos. They don't give a shit. They just buy it, right? Hindi nila kaya Mindanao, boss kayo, kahit gawin pa nilang 5 pesos ang kilo ng bigas. Yeah, mukha nga. So, siguro hindi na makakarating ng Mindanao yan. Pero, ang problema dito is they're playing with fire in the sense of go-compromise nila si PBBM to commit violation na naman of the law. Because naibenta lang nila ngayon sa simula ngayon is dahil ang narrative is lumang stock, right? Well, yun din naman yung ine-echo ng mga opposition na mabaho daw yung rice, luma na, blah, 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 right? Okay, that's good. Kasi coherent sa opposition yung sinasabi na luma na, kaya mas mura, right? Sa ngayon, it makes sense. Sa ngayon, papasa. Pero if you're going to keep doing it, then you're gonna have to violate some kind of rule here, right? Like for example, kaani lang and you declare as luma na. With, with accounting magic. Ano, sugary? Nag-guess nyo? So, okay. That's fine. 6172 is approval. 22 sa Visayas. Anyway, COA ang mag-flag niyan. Yes. Ngayon, kapag nangyari yan, edi yari na naman si PBBM pagbaba niya, right? 3 years na lang. So, huwag niyo naman i-compromise yung tao paglabas, di ba? Masustain lang yung agendang 20 pesos. Well, kung ang idea is gawin lang to para may perception na nagawa yung pangako, then okay lang. Nagawa nila, so. Di ba? It's good. Kasi, kung ang ano na to is, they don't plan it as a sustainable strategy or like a policy. Ang ginawa lang nila to is nagiging pintas kasi kay PBBM is hindi niya nagawa yung 20 pesos. Ngayon, they can say, ayan, 20 pesos, right? Sa Visayas nga lang. Okay? Ngayon, the other side, like the DDS, will have to argue na, okay, unang-una, that's, ano ba tawag ito? That's, ano ba tawag doon? That's subsidized. That's a synthetic ba yun? Hindi, may isa pang tawag eh. Ano ba yan? May tick din yan. Ano ba tawag doon, guys? Basta yun. Hindi totoo. It's just an apparent 20 pesos, but not really. Because you're gonna have to argue na magkano yung farm, magkano yung tanim, magkano binayad sa farm. Artificial, yes. Artificial. Salamat, Paps Yulo. Artificial price yan. Pero again, the BBM supporters or the BBM vloggers will just say na, it doesn't matter. Artificial or not, that's 20 pesos. They actually bought it for 20 pesos. Promise fulfilled. Right? Damage control siguro since konti na lang naniniwala kay BBM. Well, yeah. Actually, parang feeling ko nga dito rin galing sa atin yung solution na yan eh. Kasi I mentioned it a lot of times na subsidize mo na lang yung rice kaysa bigay mo sa ayuda, na fulfill mo pa yung promise mo. Sometimes I hate doing vlogs and but it's okay. Ganun talaga, wala tayong magagawa eh. Kasi kasi ilang beses ko sinabi sa live stream ko yan eh. You subsidize the rice to reach the 20 pesos. There it is. You have 20 pesos. Ang question ko kayo, masustain ba ng government yan? Band-aid solution? Hindi, actually, maybe this is just a band-aid solution for a reason. Kasi nga, masabi lang na na-fulfill yung 20 pesos na promise. Na wala na nga yung pambato yung mga DDS, sasabihin na, well, asa yung 20 pesos na scam? Well, there was. Kayo team kasi kayo, there were 20 pesos na per kilo na bigas. Now what? Well, sabihin ng mga DDS is, well, unang-una artificial yung price. Okay, hindi yan luma, mabaho, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. The promise was 20 pesos na bigas. Promise fulfilled. Right? I think that's the argument. Kahit pa kumbaga ganito. Mas mahirap i-argue na wala nag-exist na 20 pesos na bigas kaysa sa may nag-exist pero artificial. Mas madaling i-argue artificial. Right? Nag-guess nyo? Basta 20 pesos achieve, yes. Actually, itong move na to will actually silence the critic do sa 20 pesos na promise. I call it cosmetics. And whatever you want to call it, tatayamik, still achieved, right? Kaya ba sabihin mong niloloko, binubudol, whatever, it doesn't matter. 20 pesos is achieved. Now what? I guess nyo? At least lahat, Luzon, Visayas, makabili ng 20 pesos rice kesa naman sa ayuda na walang trabaho ang beneficiary. Kaya nga, in-offer ko yan dito sa live stream ko, right? At 20 pesos bigas is stupid in itself. It doesn't matter if it's stupid or not. People make stupid promises, you know. That's not exclusive to the president. Yeah. People make stupid promises. Like not lying for the president. Laruin sa semantics, wala naman binigay na detail about 20 petot. Oh, pero that will silence the DDS To be fair though, hindi naman na masyado sinisingil diyan sa rice na yan. Subsidy pa rin yan, abono ng taong bayan. Yeah, you can argue that, but that's not the point. You're missing the point, dude. You're missing the point. The point is, it is achieved. I hope they're not planning to make it like for long term. Kasi, kapag ginawa nilang long term to, they're gonna compromise the president. Makakasuhan si presidente dito. Oh, balik tayo doon sa rice tarification law. Ito kasi si Auntie Claire, wala naman, sabi ko nga sa iyo, incompetent ka eh. Okay, incompetent ka, miski sa economics. Hindi mo alam ang CPI, hindi mo alam yung interest rate, yung inflation rate. Hindi mo alam yun. Okay, lalo pa dito. No? Hindi mo alam kung paano nag-work yung supply and demand. Okay? So ngayon, balik tayo sa rice tarification law. Okay? Because I'm a free market guy. Which is opposite ni Manny Piñol. Which is, ang inagrihan ko doon is yung walang power yung government to actually control the price kasi nawalan ka ng kapangyarihan doon sa NFA, right? Yun yung issue doon. Kaya gusto niya targeted at wag ihiwalay. But I was ready to give up farming because we're inefficient. I'm a free market guy. So, in a sense, I am for the rice tarification law. I am. I didn't even know that exists. If that actually exists, then I'm all for it. Maybe there are problems dun sa detalye niya na yun nga, nawala yung power para to make sure to monitor o to intervene if necessary. Okay? Libertarians mag-ingay eh. Pero right libertarian ako eh. I save some for national security. Yeah, that's fine with me if you want to do that. Right? Pero don't compete with rice. Ako, absolutely siguro na misinterpret mo. Ako kasi is, yeah, you can do that. We have farming, stuff like that. But don't even think na we have to compete. Like for example, I can grow my own my gulay, right? Pampahaba ng buhay. Kapag ko kasi yung bata. Sabi ng bata, kain naman tayo ng karne, baka hindi na tayo mamatay niyan. Gulay, pampahaba ng gulay na naman. Kain naman tayo ng karne, baka hindi na tayo mamatay niyan. Oo nga naman, kain ka karne. I'm all for that. But don't even think na that's for export. Don't even think na you are competitive sa market. Yup, yung basic. Don't even think about that. I'm all for it. Go grow your own food. and stuff like that, go ahead. As individual. Not as in the market. I disagree with that. Kasi, estudyante nga ako ni Adam Smith, right? So, balikan natin kung ano yung sinabi ni Manny Piñol. Okay?
Agricultural areas. Nasa batas yan eh. Hindi mo pwedeng i-convert ang
Yeah.
irrigated rice farm. No?
Ito yon. Ito yung buong criticism niya ito yung the main criticism niya sa mga Villar. Okay? Yung rice tarification law is meron lang siyang reservation doon. Okay?
Nasa batas yan. Pero ginagawa nila sa Nueva Ecija, Iloilo, open sa Agusan na kino-convert into subdivision. Yung nagpagbagsak ng presyo ng palay ng mga farmers. Author nung rice tarification law. Yung nagpagbagsak ng presyo ng palay ng mga farmers at nagpataas ng presyo ng bigas.
Okay, tingnan nyo. Doon sa half, as a free market guy, that's good news for me. Nagpabagsak ng presyo ng palay. Because that's a good start, right? Kasi kung bagsak yung presyo ng palay, then it means we can sell it na mura. Sabi niya, nagpataas ng bigas, right? Yung rice tarification law. Okay, but there's a problem in between lang. Kasi it worked as intended sa farmers, right? Kasi binagsak niya yung presyo sa farmers. Which I said, there's a contradiction with what the government is trying to achieve. You want to lower the price, but you want to save the farmers as well, which is a contradiction. Did I not say that? Yung kay Erwin Tulfo pa lang? Did I not say na there's a contradiction in what you're trying to achieve? You want to save the farmers. At the same time, you want to achieve 20 pesos per kilo na bigas. That's a contradiction. If you want to achieve 20 pesos, you're gonna have to kill the farmers. That's what I said. Protectionism, make it better. Protectionist kasi si Sec Manny Piñol. Hindi ako protectionist eh. Okay? Doon ako sa make it better. Nagets nyo? Pero I agree with him na, okay, we need a control over that. Some kind of control there. Kasi laissez-faire doesn't mean na no regulation at all. It doesn't make sense yung gusto ng government. Exactly. Ma-achieve yan ang problema dyan. Magiging cost ng corruption yan sa local government. Lalakihan ng local government ng subsidy. No. No. I think in India, Pakistan, nandun na sila sa ballpark ng 22 pesos. 22 pesos to 25 pesos. Right? Okay, nandun na sila. Now, this is what I'm thinking of. As a logical person. We have to match the supply and demand to reach an equilibrium price, which is basic economics, guys. Why? Think about it this way. Merong threshold na willing yung farmers na mag-produce at a certain point ng price. And there's also a threshold that they're not willing to sell it. And then I asked Manny Piñol, ano yung threshold na yun? That's the threshold now. They're not willing to sell it. At 10 or... Okay, 10 pesos. 10 pesos would be the ideal price na isell ng farmers yung na-produce nila to achieve 20 pesos sa retail, right? Okay, if they're not willing to do that, if they're not able to produce at 10 pesos at hindi sila kikita, then it means we are inefficient, right? Then we're better off importing. Why? Because if we import the 22 pesos or 25 pesos, ready to sell na yon pag nag-import tayo. But the problem is logistics, di ba? So ngayon, is what I think that should happen to match the supply and demand. First, we have to know which countries ang opposite na klima natin. Kung kailan yung lean months nila at hindi yung ani nila ay sagana, we're gonna buy our rice there. Are you seeing my logic there? Because, kung lean months din sa kanila, of course, mahal din yun. That doesn't make any sense at all. Ulitin ko. If you want na mababang bigas, you cannot be concerned about the farmers. The price will discovery of price sa market, sa free market, right? They will compete. Some of them will die. And that's fine with me. As I said, I'm willing to kill the farmers because we are inefficient anyway. But sabi ni Sekmani Piñol, well, don't give up yet. We can make it efficient. Well, okay, I'd like to see that. Kung yung unang binigay nila sa akap nilaan nila sa libreng paabono ng mga that's still, I'm sorry Arvel, that's still subsidy. Ayun yung inano ko kay ano. Pakinggan natin yun natin. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Sige, pumunta na tayo dyan. Doon sa, ano yung position nyo dyan sa... Again, any subsidies sa farmers reflects the inefficiency of the farmers. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Any subsidy that you put sa farmers, like the tariff, right? Tariffication. Tariffication na tayo ngayon eh. Di ba? So ngayon, kung yung tariff na yon ibibigay mo sa farmers for them to be competitive, that's still subsidy. I'm sorry. That still reflects how efficient we are. As long as merong subsidy, ang government ay may tinutulong sa'yo, it means you're not efficient. That's my position. Gets nyo? Agree maximizing the rice tariffication law is smart, but forcing low prices contradicts it hurting farmers and reducing production. Controlled rice imports during shortages help stabilize supply. Yes. If they're competitive, they don't need subsidies. Exactly! Exactly my point. Wala to pagkakaiba sa akap. Para kang 20-year-old boy na umaasa pa din sa magulang mo. Exactly. It means go big or go home. Huwag natin to. Rice tariffication bill yan. Law na yan.
Michael, ito yung dahilan kung bakit ako nag-resign sa Department of Agriculture actually. I was I was actually telling the president, and I was able to convince him. Sa Talavera, Nueva Ecija kami noon. I was able to convince him to make a policy statement na walang importation kapag panahon ng tag-ani. Kasi ganitong reality. Ang ating rice sufficiency at the time when I was Secretary of Agriculture, umabot na ng 95%. Ibig sabihin 5% na lang ang ating ini-import.
Wow.
But you have to remember na yung NFA, which was importing the rice, will have to bring in the imported rice during the lean months. Ang lean months actually mag-umpisa ng... So ang gusto nilang mangyari, i-open yung merkado ng Pilipinas
Infrastructure subsidies, exactly.
to imported rice. Kasi ito yung thinking ng mga globalists at saka mga neo-colonial economists, no? Yung sabi na global market. Ako naman, ang aking kasing punto, we have to protect our local producers.
Protectionist kasi yung position niya. That's a protectionist approach, like Trump. Right? Trumponomics. Hindi, protectionist kasi approach niya. So, kaya make sense na ganyan yung position niya na protect the farmers and then, I don't know, subsidize, whatever. So, ako kasi free market guy ako. Diba, anti-neoliberal? Ako kasi, estudyante nga ako ni Adam Smith. Okay? Sa mga free market guy. Walang masyadong incentive to be efficient. Dapat flat rate yung pagbili ng mga mailers regardless of the season. Well, sabi ko nga, that's why the futures market can help. But we don't have that. Kaya inano ko kay ChatGPT, they're planning to do that sa DA. They keep saying it, but they haven't done it. Naalam niyo yung chat ko kay tamad na ChatGPT version. Yon. I was surprised na, they're planning that? Since when? Ang tagal na pero hindi lang ginagawa. Kasi that's the only way to bridge the farmer and the retailer. Nagas nyo? Through futures market. That's how you bridge the two and remove the middlemen. Masaklap lang din dyan, madami din farmers na nakikitanim lang din sa lupa. Those people will be inefficient too, right? Magbibigay ngayon ng incentive sa may-ari mismo ng lupa na siya mismo yung magtanim. Because those people na nag-rent sa lupa at nagtatanim will be efficient as well. Sek? Nawala yata si Sek?
Lang ako ha. Ay, yan.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay, balik po kayo sa lean season na okay, pero kayo it will come down pa rin sa good governance. Mahirap kasi balansehin keeping farmer alive and making the price down. O sino ba nagsasabing balance? Hindi ko ba narinig? I'm a free market guy. If you want to achieve that sustainable price, you have to kill the farmers. Why would I balance with the farmers? That's not in my vocabulary, dude. Nagigis mo ba? That's not my problem. Maybe that's your problem as a protectionist guy, or his position nyo is protectionist. That's not my position. My position is free market. If the only way to bring the price of rice down is to kill the farmers, then kill them. We're not efficient there anyway. That's not my problem. Pilipino kami. That's your problem as protectionist position. Farmers problem, not mine. If they're not efficient, that's their problem. Parang ganito lang yan eh. Parang ganito lang yan eh. Kasi, nagigets ko naman si Sec Manny Piñol. Kasi nasa mentality siya nang siya yung farmer. Ako kasi, I'm not. Ang perspective ko is bystander. Observer. Why is the price so high? Yeah, because they're trying to balance yung farmers and yung price ng rice. Well, you have to decide. If you want to lower the price of rice, kill the farmers. Unalive the farming. Transform them to traders. Correct. O, sabihin naman, kill. Hindi ko sinabing kill EJK, ha? Kill farming. Good morning, Paps. Good morning, Edward Snowden. That's not my problem. Saving the farmers, not my problem. That's his problem. Kasi yun yung gusto niya. As a protectionist yung position niya, I'm a free market guy. If we're inefficient in one thing, we shouldn't do it anyway. In a consumer price point of view kasi, we want lower prices. Exactly. Sacrifice the interest of the few for the interest of the many. And then we're talking about efficiency, right? Okay, may gap ka ngayon. Ang taas sa private, and then for some reason, ang taas ng mga mataas pa rin. Create futures market. Pwede naman hindi na kumain ng rice. Keto practitioner here. You're not trying to contribute here, dude. Okay, shut up. Good morning sa lahat. Let's promote kamote diet. Shut up too. Malapit ba yan sa utilitarianism? No, it's not. It's not really. It's not really. Why? Because ideally, lahat ng bagay is nag-work efficiently, effectively, and correctly, right? Like in engines ng mga sasakyan, right? Of course, in ideal scenario, what you're trying to achieve is efficiency sa bawat parts ng makina. Right? Right? If there's a way, if there's a way, like for example, if there's a way to remove carburetor, don't tell me na utilitarianist ako kasi yung mga gumagawa expert sa karburador ay nawala ng trabaho. Therefore, I'm using utilitarianism. No, I'm not. Come on. Of course, gusto mo yung makina gumagana efficient. Consumption sa gas. Carburetor actually mas malakas sa gas ang karburador. All the mechanics know that. That's why fuel injected was invented. Gets nyo? So, ibig ba sabihin nyo utilitarian ako dahil I remove yung carburetor and replace it with fuel injection? Are you telling me na ako yung reason kung ba't nawalan ng trabaho yung mga yon? No, I'm just trying to make this efficient. This machine, this engine, I'm trying to make it efficient. That's what I mean. It's called survival of the fittest. Yeah. Dati is, I'm sorry guys, but rice farming for me, unless manalo si Manny Piñol at bantayan natin on how he's going to do it. Kasi for me, farming for the Philippines is relic of the past. It's just relic of the past. Sorry. Pass. They can lower the price of the rice if there's an innovation on the input or the process. Exactly. Exactly. Subsidy is not actually the answer. Kung nataas ang purchasing power ng tao by creating jobs, hindi maghahanap ng 20 pesos na low-class rice ang tao. Well, that's a good point too. Kandidato for senator, mas malawak pa yung tubig dagat sa land area natin. Correct. Puro import na lang gagawin. Well, for me, yes. Well, ang narinig ko lang argument kay former Secretary Piñol is, how about in event of wars? Well, guess what? That kind of war is also a relic of the past. Because we are in nuclear war na tayo. Ang laging unang way ng mga bansa is actually diplomatic means. Because it might play with extinction. You know, playing with fire. And the only argument that I've heard on why we shouldn't import only is because of event of wars. Well, I'm sorry. I don't make decisions based on exceptions. One hit delete na ang trend ngayon. Correct. Nagigets nyo? I don't make policies or I don't make my decisions based on exceptions. I don't make the exception as the rule. That's how I think. Huwag na lang mag-promise kasi pag imposible na mangyari. Well, you can do that too. The Bible says don't even promise. Grabe ang aga mag-live mo. Mamaya alas 3 meron ulit 3 p.m. Pero nagigis yung point ko, right? Although I've heard the argument na how about in event of wars? Okay. Yeah, that's valid. But that's an exception rather than the rule. Right? I don't make plans based on exception na hindi ako lalabas ng bahay. Bakit? Baka kasi masagasaan ako. I don't move that way. I make decisions on what to do based on the rule, not on the exception. The rule is, well, I've survived this long. So, there's a chance. Is there a chance na masagasaan ka dyan sa kalye? Yeah, but that's an exception. I don't make a decisions dahil baka masagasaan ako sa kalye. Probabilistic arguments. Correct! Natawa pa nga ako noon kay Marcoleta na sinabing may pera pag magtanim ng kamote kasi dati dahon nakakain. Malakas away nila DBM at dati la sa admin with DA. Why promote farming modernization kung mas konti magastos pag mag-import na lang? Sayang yung greenhouse program nila noon, climate resilient yon. Yeah. I'm all for just import, dude. The problem is you're trying to save the farmers at the same time you want to kill them. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. Alam mo yun? You want to save the farmers at the same time kill them. What? Make up your mind. Kill them or save them. If you're going to save them, then innovate. Give machineries. Give the equipment. Gumasos ka sa research and development. Buhusan mo. Make up your mind, dude. You cannot help them and kill them at the same time. If you want to help them, then go ahead. If you want to kill them, then go ahead. Save them by leaving their industry alive. Di ba? You cannot have your cake and eat it too. Page is not meant for farm. Sabi ng prof ko nung college, page is not meant for farming rice. Historically, root crops tayo. Page is meant for maritime industry, logistics like HK. Tama. Agri-country pero overstock condo. 20 pesos, imposible. Reduce the suffering. Diba? Kasi the problem is, you're undecided. You're killing the farmers too. See, this is the problem. Because you are undecisive. You are undecided until now. It's just prolonging the agony of the farmers. Just kill them already. Gets? Now naiintindihan ko na mga tito ko na farmer, sapat or minsan kulang pa yung ani nila for consumption. Hindi na sila nagtatanim for profit. Diba? Because you are undecisive and undecided kung anong gagawin, kung tutulungan ba sila o ano. Or, di ba? You're killing them slowly. Anyway. Just kill them once and for all. Diba? You have to choose. Kill them or save them. If you're gonna save them, magbuhos ka ng pera sa research and development, lahat ng innovation na pwede mong gawin. Okay? Pero you cannot shoot for lower price at the same time save the farmers. That's stupid. Kailangan natin mag-import.
Okay. So
Okay.
every
Remove middlemen na direct from farm to market. That's my point with futures market. Create a futures market here locally. So the farmers can actually transact directly to the consumer or the millers. Right? Walang middleman na mangyayari, walang hoarding na mangyayari. We have futures market.
every year, dapat mag-i-import si NFA para makabenta ng bigas na 27 pesos during the lean months and of course to stabilize the prices.
Yeah.
Ang ginawa noong mga economic managers kasi they really wanted to pass the rice tariffication law. Kasi yun ang hinihingi ng Asian Development Bank at saka World Bank. Gusto nilang buksan yung merkado ng Pilipinas.
Okay.
Ang aking posisyon was, okay lang naman mag-import tayo eh. Pero
tama.
he wanted to pass the rice tariffication law. Kasi yun ang hinihingi ng Asian Development Bank at saka World Bank.
Ito ang hinihingi na Asian United Bank tsaka World Bank. Ito.
Ang ginawa ng mga economic
nakalimutan mong banggitin to, Auntie Claire. Propaganda lang kasi ang alam mo. You're not there to actually solve problems. You're there to actually create more problems. Listen.
Managers kasi they really wanted to pass the rice tariffication law. Kasi yun ang hinihingi ng Asian Development Bank at saka World Bank.
Yun yung hinihingi. To open the market. To open up the market. This is no different than than currency. Noong panahon ni Marcos Sr., nakapeg tayo sa US dollars. So, hindi necessarily Villar. Exactly! Pero si Anti-Clair lang naman, makasira lang. Akala mo naintindihan yung usapan namin? Ginamit pa talaga. Akala mo naman naintindihan siya. Gamitin natin to sa mga Villar. Rice tariffication law! Akala mo alam niya sinasabi niya? Problema kasi dito sa atin ay yung mga namumuno. You can only infer na nakinabang si Villar because of the camellia. Kasi pinipredict niya na gano'n na mangyayari. The farming industry in the Philippines will die. Right? Right? Okay, if that is the case, because of opening up the market, then of course, if you're a businessman, you're a forward thinker. You're a visionary. Then it means you know the consequence of that. When we open up the market, we're gonna flood our market with imports of rice, which is more efficient than the local farmers. Then, it will necessarily kill the farmers. What do? And then wait for the hektaryang lupa. Then convert them. Bridge road to hospital. Pilipino kami, layo mo naman. Rice yung pinag-usapan natin eh. Previous admin is the one who killed the agricultural sector. Why? He removed the power of NFA. Stupid. Do you even realize kung bakit tinanggal yung power ng NFA? Because of the corruption inside it. Ang sabi ni Anti-Clair, ay ditanggalin mo yung mga corrupt. Oh, really? Unnecessary din naman yon. Kung may kang corrupt, di doon na sa tinanggal mo. Tanggalin mo yung NFA, right? O, dito sa DA. O, di ba? So, okay. Kung nandun yung corrupt, dito natin tanggalin. Do you even realize kung bakit yung rice tariffication law? Yung mga taong katulad nyo na hindi naman alam yung issue, ang dami nyong dada. Na-research nyo ba kung bakit? Nagigets nyo ba kung bakit? Unang-una kasasabi lang. Yun ang gusto ng AUB tsaka ng World Bank. To open up the market. This is no different than currency. Nung panahon ni Marcos Sr., we are pegged to the dollars. Naka-fixed rate tayo kung magkano exchange rate ng dollar to peso. Then pagdating na 1971, 1970s, we floated. Peso actually found its own value sa free market. Search it. Fact-checked it. Panahon ni Nixon, right? Panahon ni Nixon, inunpeg ni Nixon yung USD to gold. Then we followed suit. Nag-free float na rin tayo. He gives the full powers of the private importers through rice gratification law. Bobo ka ba? Mag-isip ka nga, victorious buddies. Kung private lahat ay nag-i-import, lahat tayo is nag-i-import ng rice. Nasa private side yan. Walang control. Kahit sino pwede pumasok, pwede mag-import, pwede magbenta, right? That's a good competition. Why? Think about it. Iisa lang naman yung kukuhanan nyo, right? Now, it all depends on the logistics. Kung mas gaano karaming kukunin mo, right? They can import unlimited. Are you stupid? For some reason, you think may weight yung sinabi mong katangahan. Yan ay katibayan lang na ignorante ka, incompetent ka sa economics. Katulad ni Auntie Claire. Ako wala akong issue sa ginawa na inopen yung market. I'll take exception dun sa control, some kind of control in the lean months. Dun, I take exception dun. But with the rice tariffication law, I have no problem with it. I would just say I would say just completely remove the regulation. Me too. Paano na-solve ng pag-i-implement ng 20 pesos na bigas yung pagsisi na naman sa previous admin? Hindi ko alam dyan. Mema. Sa timing ng pag-open may mali. Maganda sana purpose ng RTL na haluan lang na personal at business interest. Kung may import sila ng madami, store lang nila yon at magantay na tumaas yung price. Why? Bakit siya tataas? Bakit siya tataas kung lahat ay nagbebenta? What do you mean magtataas? Kaya nga sabi ko, alam nyo ano yung way dyan? Buksan yung futures market. Bakit? Kasi rekta yung retailer dun sa mismong tunay na presyo. Buksan yung futures market dito, tamo, tanggal yan. Yung sinasabi yung mga hoarding na yan, tanggal yan, tamo. Magbukas kayo. Magbukas kayo ng futures market dito locally. Transparent kayo ng pricing. Pag naging transparent yung pricing ngayon, makakakuha mismo yung retailer from that producer directly. Tingnan natin kung may mag-hoard. Talo ka nun kapag nag-hoard ka kasi lahat na nagbebenta na. Correct! Tapos lagyan mo pa ng transparency. Futures market. Kaya nga just completely remove the regulation kasi ang alam ko, need pa din ng permit ngayon to import. Oh, that's the problem. Remove the regulation ng import. Everyone can import. Tingnan natin kung di bumahal ng rice dyan. Tingnan natin kung di ibagsak ang presyo niyan. Bahain mo yung market. But again, it will kill the farmers. If you're ready to do... yun nga yung problema eh. Dito ako nabubullshitan eh. If you want to flood the market with rice, cheap price, imports, you're gonna have to kill the market. The farming industry dito sa Pilipinas. You will kill the farmers. You cannot save them and hit lower price at the same time. Kasi you're trying to kill them and save them at the same time. You cannot do that. Just decide. Make up your mind. Commodity security yan pag inopen ng futures market. Kasi lagi magiging independent checkers. Diba? Kaya nga sabi ko, matagal ko sinasabi yan. Hindi pa USIC yan, sinasabi ko na kay USIC yan. Sabi niya, hindi ko naiintindihan niya. Well, I know hindi mo naiintindihan. I know. Halata naman. Nandun pala siya sa DZXL. Sinasabi ko na sa kanya yan. The way to solve that is create futures market locally. Transparency of price. The retailers will have access to the producer directly. Either save our farmers or open the market. Ganun lang. Pero siguro sila mag-introduce ng alternative tulad ng noodles, potato, kamote, yung pwedeng pagkuha ng carbs. Kill talaga mangyayari dyan, boss, kayo. Ngayon pa lang, dito sa Cotabato, 15 per kilo lang ang hirap highs. Exactly. Exactly. For some reason, galit na galit kayo sa mga bilyar. No? ito si Yusek Claire. Galit na galit kayo sa bilyar. No. Okay. Don't you think na okay nga yung ginagawa nila? Think about it this way. Lumabas ka sa propaganda mo. Lumabas ka sa pagiging propagandista. Tingin ka outsider. Okay? Here's the problem. We want cheaper rice for our kababayan, right? Okay. Then open up the market, which we already did, right? Okay, ngayon ang problema is, okay, it reduce the price of the farmers sa side, which nangyari intended purpose ng tariffication law, right? Bakit? Binagsak niya yung presyo ng farmers. Nainis yung okay, fine. Pero ang problema, may gap. Kasi mataas pa rin yung rice. Okay, there's something in between na kailangan mo i-diagnose. Kasi nangyari sa locally, nung binuksan mo yung market, bumagsak yung price sa farmers. Which is that's the intended consequence of that tariffication law, right? Ngayon, paano naman yung selling? The problem is, katulad ng sinabi ni Manny Piñol, wala ka ng control sa lean months or whatever. So ngayon, the way to solve that is, okay, merong nangyayaring in between sa gap. May gap eh. Selling price, farmer, 15 pesos, tapos selling price, mahal pa rin. I mean, siguro kung 30 pesos yung maging bigas ngayon, I think people will be happy. I mean, the Filipino will be happy. Right? 30 pesos. But the problem is, nagreklamo yung farmers. Right? Nagreklamo yung farmers kasi 15 pesos. Katulad niyan, ni Shimano. Nagreklamo sila, 30 pesos lang. At this point, you're gonna have to decide. Save them or kill them. Let's say, kill them. Right? Let's say, kill them. Okay, if we kill the farmers, yung lupa is ma-convert sa subdivisions, right? Kapag ang isang lugar is nagkaroon ng subdivisions, unti-unting madidevelop, right? Kapag unti-unting na-develop, there will be more opportunities, job opportunities for those people na dating nasa rice, right? So, galit na galit kayo. Pero think, kung namatay yung ng farming, hindi ba best na merong subdivision na at ma-develop yung lugar na yon? Because kapag na-develop yung lugar na yon, it means businesses will come in. Then there will be job opportunities for those people. Ang problema kasi sa inyo, puro politika ang naiisip nyo. Puro propaganda. Puro bullshit. You're not trying to solve problems. Hindi ba napakagandang backup nun? Kung mamamatay yung farming industry, it's in our best interest na ma-convert yung land na yon sa commercial. Kasi if you don't convert them, those people na sa probinsyang yon, hindi develop yung lugar, they will die in poverty. You stupid. It's like in us in Cavite. We're not rich pero we can at least enough to survive because of the job opportunities. Exactly. May mga pabrika na, right? May mga pabrika and then here we go. Nagkakaroon ng trabaho yung mga tao. Tapos ngayon pa lang nila pag-aaral after 3 years in the government, wow. Ito kasi, si Yusik, di naman kasi, walang alam to kundi propaganda. Hindi mo nga naiintindihan yung buong topic. For some reason, sisi sa rice tarification law. Na hindi mo alam yung history. Kaya nga you have to decide. Either you kill the farmers or you save them. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. Produce futures market. That's price transparency. Retailers can lock in prices from the producers. At kapag komportable yung producers do sa ano na yon, they will produce. Kapag umabante, lugi lang si farmer. Kapag umatras, gutom mga mamamayan sa mahal ng presyo. Same dito sa Santa Rosa at Binyan. Daming pabrika, kaya madaming trabaho. Exactly. I think the same concept dito sa Saudi. Rice here, if you convert is around 70 plus per kilo. Pero since almost lahat ng tao ay may job opportunity, lahat naman makakabili. Exactly. So ang question dito is, the question here is, sustainable ba yung 20 pesos? The question is, it depends. If you care about the farmers, if you still want to save them, then it's not sustainable. Because you're gonna have to buy from them sa price point na komportable silang magbayad, ibenta, and you're going to subsidize that, you have to sell at a loss para lang maabot yung 20 pesos, then in that sense, it's not sustainable. Kung 20 pesos, 20 to 25, maging conservative tayo, 30. Kung sa 30 pesos, it is sustainable. Remove the regulations sa imports so everyone, kahit sinong tindahan pwede makabili and create a futures market, bagsak presyo yan. That is sustainable. Let's say 30 pesos. Panakibutas lang sa ratings ni BBM 20 pesos, kahit pa. That's not the point. Wala naman akong pakialam doon sa ano nila eh. Ang pakialam ko lang, solve problems, guys. Solve it. You're there sa mga position nyo to solve it. At ikaw, Yusek Claire, nandiyan ka para tumulong. Hindi magpagulo. Hindi maging propagandista. Bye-bye.
Ako pong nagsasalita, nakikinig ba kayo? Ito ang natuklasan ko tungkol sa incomplete info. Sabi ko kahit anong field, di mo yan masosolusyonan. Kasi laging may gap sa data, kaya lagi tayong nagkakamali minsan. Problema raw sa practical side, kaya ako'y pragmatist. Hindi magagamit sa totoong buhay, nonsense, that's the gist. Hindi mo ma-evaluate ang konsepto kung di mo yan i-apply. Kaya binanggit ko rin, censorship di solusyon, subukan yung mag-reply.